Pleasant good morning to all. I'm Philip Cruz of Herbanex Laboratories, a member of the DOSCPCHRD Tuklas Lunas Consortium. Let me start by refreshing everybody of how extensive biodiversity is in the Philippines. We have over 32,000 species of terrestrial plants and animals, of which around 60% are endemic and can be found only in the Philippines. We have more than 10,000 species of aquatic plants and animals, and this makes the Philippines the center of marine biodiversity and evolution. If we are to account the terrestrial and marine microbiota, this would probably run in the millions. Clearly, our biodiversity is our strength, as it is a rich reservoir of novel compounds that may one day find value not only in healthcare but also in food production and in our industries. Here are examples of plant-derived or plant-inspired medicines used for different indications, most of which you are already familiar. Around 40% of prescription drugs in the market today are still nature-derived or nature-inspired. Despite the country's extensive biodiversity, only 2 global pharmaceutical drugs have come out of the Philippines, and these were not even produced by Filipino companies. Erythromycin, discovered from the soil bacteria from Iloilo, remains as one of the most important antibiotics to this day. Ziconotide, a synthetic form of aconatoxin discovered from a local species of cone shell, is 1,000 times more powerful than morphine, and it's used for severe chronic pain. Globally, sales of these 2 products alone exceed 150 billion pesos annually, and sadly, the Philippines is not getting any royalty from this. It's only now that we are starting to realize the medical and economic value of our biodiversity resources. Sadly, we have very little forest cover and hard coral cover left, and this is where much of our biodiversity thrives. Much of Philippine biodiversity is being threatened, and some species, in fact, are already inching closer towards extinction. If you look at Negros Island, for example, where I live, forest cover dropped from 70% in 1875 to less than 5% at present. This sorry state is pretty much the same picture throughout the country. Recognizing the value of our biodiversity in healthcare and national economic growth, DOST and PCHRD launched in 2012 the Tuklas Lunas Drug Discovery and Development Program. The vision is to produce world-class medicines derived from Philippine biodiversity, leveraging on local expertise. There are now 24 universities and 4 private companies in the research consortium, and over 1.5 billion pesos invested. Currently, the program has produced 23 promising standardized herbal products for various health indications, and this came from over 3,000 plant samples collected over the Philippines. The objective of the Tuklas Lunas program is to produce 3 types of products: a standardized herbal supplement, a standardized herbal drug, and a synthetic drug. Before I expound on these products, let me show to you how most herbal supplements are currently made in the Philippines. Starting with powdered herbs, these are then directly capsulized into a dosage form based on traditional practice. In most cases, there are no supporting safety or efficacy studies. In the development of the standardized herbal supplement, the powdered herb is extracted, tested for bioactivity and toxicity, retested again for bioactivity under a more sensitive test, standardized for quality and process, made into a dosage form, and finally tested for its safety and efficacy on animals. So as you can see, this product is clearly way superior to our conventional herbal supplements. From the standardized herbal supplement, we follow it through with clinical studies, making it a standardized herbal drug. For certain herbal extracts, with multiple highly bioactive compounds, which are not necessarily complementary or synergistic, the most desired compound may be isolated, structurally improved, and synthesized to make it safer and more potent. This becomes our synthetic drug. Herbanex joined the Tuklas Lunas program in 2013, focusing on popular, traditional Filipino medicinal herbs. Our very first product, a standardized tawa-tawa extract, was launched last year as a food supplement for dengue. This year, we are introducing 7 new standardized medicinal herbs to potential technology adopters. The bioactivities of these herbs include anti-diabetic, anti-hypertensive, anti-inflammatory, anti-hypercholesterolemia, and antioxidant. So why support the Tuklas Lunas herbal products? First of all is that herbal health products are 100 billion pesos per annum market, growing at 7% annually versus 4.5% for pharmaceutical drugs. Secondly, it's supported by science with over 200 Filipino scientists and researchers working in this program. Third is that it reduces our reliance on imported medicines, and we very well know now from the COVID-19 crisis how important this is. Fourth is that it can reduce the cost of medicines being locally manufactured. Fifth is that it provides local jobs, primarily to small farmers. For every million Filipinos that consume a locally produced herbal drug, as much as 20,000 jobs can be created. Finally, by recognizing the medicinal value of our living natural resources, it promotes biodiversity conservation. In closing, I would like to invite you all to invest in the premium products of the Tuklas Lunas program, where safety and potency is validated by science. To make the scale-up of these technologies easier, Urbanex will be launching this December the Applied Research and Innovation Laboratory, or ARIL, which specializes in the pilot-scale production of standardized herbal extracts and dosage form. This facility is open for collaboration to all natural products researchers. ARIL has been made possible in part through a loan from the DOST Business Innovation through Science and Technology program. A pleasant good morning to all and looking forward to seeing you in our facility soon.